Celebrity drama has been set ablaze once again, and this time it's bigger than anyone could have imagined. Mendeecees Harris, a name that has been synonymous with loyalty, love, and second chances, is now facing accusations that could shatter everything he has built. At the heart of this shocking controversy stands Jasmine Bleu, a woman who has long been rumored to share a complicated past with Mendeecees, but until now her name had only been whispered in gossip circles. Today she has stepped forward with claims that are sending shockwaves through the entertainment industry. For years, fans have watched Mendeecees and Yandy Harris showcase their love, defying the odds and overcoming countless challenges. Yandy, a strong and fiercely independent woman, has always prided herself on standing by Mendeecees, especially during the darkest times. She supported him through his legal battles, raised their children with unwavering strength, and fought to keep their family intact. But now everything she believed in, everything she fought for, is being questioned. The allegations didn't come from a random blog post or an anonymous source hint at a connection with Mendeecees. She detailed it. She spoke of moments only someone truly involved would know, exposing personal details that painted a story too vivid to be ignored. And the most damaging part, she claims to have receipts. As soon as Jasmine's revelation surfaced, the internet exploded. The reaction was instant and divided. Some fans rushed to Yandy's defense, calling Jasmine a clout chaser, an opportunist looking for attention. Others, however, weren't so quick to dismiss her claims. Why would she lie now? Why would she bring this up after all these years? These were the questions circulating on every social media platform. Yandy's silence in the immediate aftermath spoke volumes. Normally, she is quick to shut down rumors, to defend her family, to ensure that her truth is heard, but this time there was nothing. No Instagram posts, no cryptic tweets, no fiery clapbacks. Insiders close to her revealed that she found out about Jasmine's allegations the same way the rest of the world did, through social media. Imagine that, scrolling through your phone expecting to see the usual news, only to stumble upon claims that shake the foundation of your marriage. Mendeecees, on the other hand, didn't respond immediately either, and that perhaps was the most telling part. In the past, when faced with accusations, he was always quick to defend himself, to shut down the speculation before it could gain momentum. But this time, silence, no denial, no explanations, nothing. And in Hollywood, silence often speaks louder than words. The pressure on Mendeecees to address the situation grew by the hour. Fans demanded answers, gossip sites dissected every word Jasmine had said, and the internet turned into a battlefield of speculation and theories. If the accusations were false, why wasn't he denying them? And if they were true, what did that mean for his relationship with Yandy? Sources close to the couple began to whisper about the tension brewing behind closed doors. Yandy, known for her unwavering loyalty, was said to be in complete switch mode. Everyone wanted to know, was Jasmine telling the truth, or was this just another attempt to break up a power couple? Yandy's friends and family started to get involved, adding more fuel to the fire. Some hinted that there had been signs all along, red flags that Yandy may have ignored. Others, however, stood firm in her defense, insisting that Jasmine was simply twisting the truth to create a scandal. But no matter which side people were on, one thing was clear: this wasn't going away anytime soon. Then came the biggest blow of all. Just when the world thought they had heard everything, Jasmine dropped another bombshell. She claimed that she had proof, solid, undeniable proof, that could shake Mendeecees and Yandy's relationship to its core. "You all think I'm lying," she wrote in a cryptic post. "Just wait." That single message sent fans into a frenzy. What does she have? Was it pictures, messages, videos? The anticipation was unbearable. And the longer Mendeecees stayed silent, the more people started believing Jasmine's claims. For Yandy, the weight of the situation was becoming unbearable. This wasn't just about rumors, this was about her marriage, her family, her reputation. She had fought for years to protect what she and Mendeecees had built, but now she was facing the toughest battle of all. As the hours passed, the attention only grew. The world waited for Ems to break into, to reveal whatever proof she claimed to have. Everyone knew that the next few days would be crucial. Would Yandy stand by Ems once again? Or was this the moment she finally walked away? The drama was far from over. In fact, it was just getting started. The tension in the air was suffocating. Every second that passed without a response from Mendeecees or Yandy only fueled the fire. Social media was in a frenzy, with fans refreshing their feeds non-stop, desperate for any kind of update. Was Mendeecees going to deny the allegations? Was Yandy going to speak out? And most importantly, what exactly was Jasmine Bleu holding on to that had her so confident? Speculation was at an all-time high. And it didn't help that Jasmine was basking in the attention. Instead of backing down, she doubled down, dropping more cryptic hints that had everyone glued to their screens. "You don't really think I'd put myself out there without having solid proof? Not. I got receipts, and when I drop them, it's going To be a rap she posted, sending shockwaves through the internet. The message was clear: Jasmine wasn't bluffing, but what was she waiting for? Why hadn't she revealed her so-called proof? Yet some fans believe she was building suspense, making sure all eyes were on her before she delivered the final blow. Others speculated that she was giving Mendeecees and Yandy a chance to come clean before she exposed everything. Either way, the clock was ticking. Meanwhile, Yandy remained silent. For a woman known for her strong social media presence, her absence was glaring. Usually, she was quick to shut down rumors, to stand up for her family, to fight back against any narrative that threatened what she had built, but this time nothing. Behind the scenes, however, things were far from quiet. Sources close to Yandy reveal that she was in complete turmoil, trying to process everything while keeping her emotions in check. She was a businesswoman, a mother, a public figure. Whatever happened next would not only affect her personal life, but also her brand. She couldn't afford to make a hasty decision. And then finally Mendeecees broke his silence. It wasn't a fiery denial or a dramatic clapback, it was a carefully crafted statement posted on his Instagram stories. People will do anything for attention. Don't believe everything you hear, he wrote, short, vague, and not nearly enough to put out the fire. If anything, it only made things worse. The response felt dismissive, almost as if he was brushing off the entire situation like it was just another gossip story. But this wasn't just another story. This was an allegation that had the potential to destroy his marriage. Fans weren't satisfied. They wanted a real response, not a few words thrown together to downplay the situation. Jasmine, on the other hand, was furious. She took M's words as a direct challenge. "Oh, so I'm just looking for attention? Bet I was going to let y'all handle this privately, but now I'm really about to show out," she fired back. And then it happened. Screenshots. Jasmine dropped what she claimed to be text messages between her and Mendeecees, and the internet lost its mind. The messages were filled with affection, words, plans to meet up, and conversations that suggested a deeper relationship than Mendeecees had ever admitted to. The screenshots spread like wildfire, retweeted and reposted thousands of times within minutes. Blogs picked up the story, headlines screamed betrayal, and fans dissected every word. Some tried to claim the messages were fake doctor for clout, but others pointed out the timestamps, the language, the little details that made them seem all too real. Yandy had to respond. Now she had no choice, but instead of an immediate statement, an unexpected move was made. She unfollowed M's on Instagram. That one simple action spoke volumes to the world. It was a sign that something was terribly wrong. Unfollowing someone in the age of social media was the equivalent of slamming the door in their face. Fans immediately noticed, and within minutes, #Yandy and follows Mendeecees was trending on Twitter. The internet was now fully convinced that there was trouble in paradise, but Yandy wasn't done yet. Shortly after unfollowing M's, she posted a cryptic message to her Instagram stories: "Loyalty isn't just about words, it's about actions, and actions always reveal the truth." That was it. No direct mention of Mendeecees, noting every word. Was this Yandy's way of confirming the rumors without actually saying it? Was she calling M's out for betraying her trust? The speculation reached new heights, with fans desperate to know if this was the end of their relationship. Meanwhile, Mendeecees stayed silent. His one dismissive statement had backfired, and now the damage was done. Yandy was clearly hurt. Jasmine was still on the attack, and the Everett had turned against him. Then, as if things weren't bad enough, another bombshell dropped. A close friend of E's, someone who had been part of their inner circle for years, decided to speak out. In a shocking interview, she claimed that this wasn't the first time Mendeecees had been caught in a messy situation. According to her, there had been warning signs for a while, but Yandy had chosen to ignore them for the sake of their family. "She loves him, that's always been clear, but love can make you blind sometimes," the friend revealed. "And I think right now she's realizing that maybe she's been ignoring some things she shouldn't have." The revelation only added fuel to the fire. If even Yandy's closest friends were hinting that there was truth to Jasmine's claims, what did that mean for their marriage? Fans were told deserve it, but the biggest question remained: what was Yandy going to do next? Would she fight for her marriage as she had always done in the past, or was this the moment she finally put herself first? And more importantly, what else did Jasmine have? Because if history had taught anyone anything, it was that when someone says "I have more to show," they usually mean it. As the world waited for the next move, one thing was clear: this wasn't just another celebrity scandal. This was a full-blown crisis, and the end was nowhere in sight. The internet was in chaos. Everyone had an opinion, and nobody was holding back. Teen Yandy fans were flooding her comments with messages of support, telling her to stay strong, to walk away, to focus on herself. Meanwhile, Team MDC supporters were scrambling desperately, trying to defend him, claiming the messages Jasmine posted could have been fabricated. But the real question remained: what was Yandy going to do? For hours she remained silent. No statements, no posts, no interviews, just that one cryptic message about loyalty that had already set the internet on fire. But behind closed doors, Yandy was facing the toughest decision of her life. Sources close to her revealed that she was devastated, not just because of the alleged betrayal, but because of the public humiliation that came with it. She had spent years defending Mendeecees, standing by his side through his legal battles, through his time in prison, through every challenge they have faced as a couple. And now this, it wasn't just about their marriage, it was about her reputation, her brand, her entire identity. Yandy had always been seen as a strong, independent woman who didn't tolerate disrespect, but if she stayed with MS after this, would that image shatter? Would people start seeing her as weak? She couldn't let that happen. And then just when people started wondering if she would ever address the situation head-on, she finally broke her silence. Yandy went live on Instagram the moment she appeared on the screen. Thousands of the viewers flooded, was waiting, holding their breath, desperate to hear what she had to say. She took a deep breath before speaking. "I know everybody's been waiting for me to say something," she began, her voice calm but firm, "and trust me, I've been waiting too, because when something like this happens, you don't just react, you take a step back, you think, and you move accordingly." The chat exploded. People were hanging on to every single word. "I've been through a lot in my life. I've had my name drive through the mud. I've had my loyalty questioned. I've had to fight for the people I love. But one thing I've never done, I've never played myself, and I'm not about to start now." It was clear Yandy wasn't about to let this situation break her. But was she confirming that Mendeecees had betrayed her, or was she saying that she was standing by him? Then came the moment that shook everyone to their core. "I've seen what's been posted, I've read the messages, and I'll just say this, sometimes when people feel ignored, when they feel like they've been left out of the conversation, they do things for attention, and that's all I'm going to say about that." Boom. It wasn't a full denial, it wasn't a confirmation either. It was Yandy doing what she did best, choosing her words carefully, saying just enough to keep people guessing. The internet immediately split into two sides. Some people believe she was calling Jasmine a liar, suggesting that the messages were fake or taken out of context. Others felt like she was trying to downplay the situation, covering for Mendeecees to save face. But then she dropped another bomb: "Show whatever happens next, I want y'all to know I'm good, I'm always good, and I will always choose what's best for me and my family. That's all that matters." With that, she ended the live, leaving millions of people with more questions than answers. Was she staying with Mendeecees? Was she planning to leave? Did she believe the messages were real? And most importantly, was this drama finally over? Or was there still more to come? Jasmine wasn't going to let it in there. Minutes after Yandy's live ended, Jasmine went on her own Instagram and fired back: "So now I'm just doing this for attention. Girl, stop playing, you know exactly what's up." She wasn't backing down. And then, as if things weren't messy enough, Jasmine made a bold promise: "You also want to act like this is all made up? I think it's time I go ahead and drop some videos. Stay tuned." Videos. If people thought the screenshots were damaging, video evidence could be the final nail in the coffin. The internet exploded once again, with fans refreshing Jasmine's page, waiting to see if she would actually go through with it. Meanwhile, Mendeecees was still silent. He hadn't responded to Yandy's live. He hadn't clapped back at Jasmine's latest threat. His entire page was filled with people demanding answers, but he gave them nothing. Was he hoping this would all blow over? Was he working behind the scenes to do damage control? Or was he just as shocked as everyone else? Then something unexpected happened. Jasmine's page went private. Just like that, all of her posts disappeared from public view. People who weren't following her could no longer see anything, and even those who were already following her noticed that some of her past posts had been deleted. Had she been threatened? Had she changed her mind? Or was this just another way to build suspense before she dropped the alleged video evidence? Nobody knew, but one thing was clear: this wasn't over, not by a long shot. The internet was in absolute chaos. Jasmine's sudden decision to go private had only made things worse. People were scrambling to figure out what had happened. Had Yan's team stepped in with legal threats? Had M finally spoken to her behind the scenes? Or was Jasmine just playing mind games, trying to build suspense before dropping the biggest bombshell yet? For hours, fans refreshed her page, waiting, hoping, anticipating. And then boom, Jasmine's page went public again, but this time things were different. Some of her posts were gone, including the screenshots she had originally posted of the alleged messages. Instead, she posted something new, something that sent shockwaves across the internet. A single message on her Instagram story: "Sometimes the truth is too much for people to handle, but trust the truth always comes out in the end." No videos, no voice recordings, nothing, just those words. People were furious. Had she been bluffing the whole time? Was she threatened into silence, or had she been lying from the very beginning? But before anyone could fully process Jasmine's cryptic message, Mendeecees finally broke his silence. Instead of addressing the allegations head-on, he posted a picture of himself on his Instagram with a simple caption: "Royalty speaks for itself. The truth don't need defending." The comments immediately exploded. Some fans took this as a clear denial, believing that Mendeecees was standing firm, refusing to entertain what he saw as lies. Others, however, weren't convinced. They felt like his silence had already spoken volumes. If he was innocent, why not just say it outright? And then Yandy did something nobody expected. She posted a picture of her and Mendeecees together side by side, smiling. The tie and unbothered. The internet lost. It was this Yandy confirming that she wasn't leaving, that she believed Ems over Jasmine, that she had decided to stand by her man despite the chaos. Or was this all a calculated move to sa face? While some fans celebrated the post, claiming that it proved the allegations were false, others weren't buying it. They felt like Yandy was simply playing the long game, choosing to control the narrative rather than react emotionally. But then, just when it seemed like things were starting to die down, a new twist shook everything up again. Jasmine went for the second she appeared on screen. Thousands of people tuned in, desperate to hear what she had to say. Her expression was serious, no makeup, no filter, just raw emotion. "I see what's going on," she said, shaking her head. "I see people talking, saying I lied, saying I made everything up, but let me tell you something, just because I decided not to post certain things doesn't mean they don't exist. The chat was on fire. You all can believe what you want to believe, but I know what I know, and at the end of the day, karma don't miss with that." She ended the live. No new evidence, no more receipts, just another cryptic message that left everyone even more confused. So where did this leave everything? Mendeecees had denied nothing, but also admitted nothing. Yandy had chosen to stand by him, or at least make it look like she went back, making people question whether she had been telling the truth from the start. One thing was clear: the truth, whatever it was now buried under layers of public perception, personal pride, and media manipulation. And just like Jasmine said, karma never misses. The question now was, who would it come for first? This story is far from over. The internet is still buzzing, fans are still divided, and the truth, well, that's still up for debate. Will Jasmine finally release the ultimate proof and expose everything once and for all? Will Yandy continue standing by MB, or is she just putting on a brave face while dealing with this storm behind closed doors? And what about Mendeecees? Will he ever come forward and clear the air, or will he let the speculation keep running wild? One thing is for sure, this drama isn't dying down anytime soon. And if we've learned anything from situations like this, it's that secrets always have a way of coming out when you least expect them. So what do you think? Is Jasmine telling the truth, or is this just another desperate attempt to stay, and will be the final straw? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next shocking update, because trust me, this story is only getting started, and he won't believe what's coming next.